The company that has remained steadfast and kept the right principles. The company headed toward the world with the right principles. The company that grows with its customers and shares generously. We are Atomy. Atomy, which has been growing ever since its establishment in 2009, achieved 2.2 trillion Korean won in global sales in 2021 and surpassed 16 million global members. Atomy's #1 goal of going beyond customer satisfaction to customer success continues to be its top priority to this day. Providing good quality products at reasonable prices, Atomy's competitiveness lies in the nature of distribution. The absolute quality and absolute price product philosophy that Atomy has practiced since its inception is included in all of its products, such as health, beauty, living, food, fashion, home appliances, and more. Hemohim, which has been the top seller in its industry for 7 consecutive years, has passed 1.7 trillion Korean won in cumulative sales. It has gotten international patents in 21 countries and is forging a unique new path for health products. Absolute Skincare, which has become one of the best-selling cosmetics in the industry with sales of 100 billion Korean won every year since its launch, was recognized for its advanced technology with King Sejong Award from the Korean Intellectual Property Office in 2021, for the first time in the cosmetics industry. The Fame, another luxury cosmetic product reborn with upgraded ingredients and technology, is also loved by consumers as it reflects Atomy's product philosophy. Atomy is practicing customer-centered management in all of its corporate activities, and this was recognized by becoming the industry's first to acquire customer-centered management certification for 2 consecutive years. Starting with the US branch in 2010, Atomy is a global company which opened 22 branches in Asia, South America, Oceania, and Europe, with 16 million members worldwide. Atomy opened branches in New Zealand, Turkey, the United Kingdom, Kazakhstan, and Kyrgyzstan, and is planning to open 20 more branches within the next 5 years. Atomy's GSGS strategy, which stands for Global Sourcing Global Sales, allows the supply of products that align with the absolute quality and absolute price philosophy through Atomy's global sales network. Atomy's Success System, in which the company runs all seminars, allows any member to succeed regardless of individual ability. This is the driving force behind Atomy's distinctive growth. The next generation of online and offline distribution broadcasters, which presents Atomy's vision to members around the world regardless of time and space. Entertainment and media, which converges business and culture. Atomy provides the vision of a global success system which transcends time and space by providing a variety of services. Atomy provides various support measures for partnering companies such as cash payment within 1 week from delivery, interest-free operating fund loans, and joint quality management systems, among others. These create a culture of accompanied growth. Sharing is a mission that all companies must fulfill. Atomy's executives, employees, partnering companies, and members all practice sharing together to improve the lives of all members of society. Whenever sharing is needed around the world, global branches will be united to support happiness for all. The company that holds true to its principles while creating a new distribution culture. The company expanding globally with the trust of people around the world. The company that dreams of customer success while moving beyond customer satisfaction. The company that cherishes the spirit. We are proud Atomy.
Hello everyone and welcome to Season 3 of the ABR program. My name is Stephen Daly and I will be your host for this season of the ABR course. Thank you all for joining us in this intensive and informative 4 weeks program. ABR was created for people who have little knowledge of Atomy or in the Atomy products. It is a very important program that can help you jumpstart your successful journey in Atomy. Now, the ABR program consists of 3 classes. The ACC, or Auto Consumer class, helping participants to ultimately become smart consumers. Second, the BCC, or Business Consumer class, was built to help consumers to develop skills and to learn about the business system of Atomy. And last but not least, the RCC is also known as the Rich Consumer class. This class consists of assisting consumers to one day become successful business owners. And for the next 4 weeks, participants will get immersed into the world of this global distribution company called Atomy. You will learn more about the absolute quality products and absolute prices of Atomy, and also about the business structure that Atomy offers all over the world. A certificate and a prize will be awarded to the participants who complete all the missions and who attend all the meetings at their center. So stay active, attend the meetings, complete your missions, and pay attention to all the lectures shared with you 2 times a week. All right, so without further ado, let's take a look together at the program of the day. Today's session will consist of... All right, I am really excited to listen to all these presenters, and I hope you are too. It is now time to dive right into today's episode, everyone. This is the ABR course, Season 3.
What is immunity in our bodies? We have cells in our bodies that are responsible for immunity. They are B cells, T cells, NK cells, which we've heard a lot about recently. These cells are responsible for very important functions in the body. The first of these immune functions is to protect against viruses and germs coming from the outside. Bacteria is constantly moving in and out of our bodies from the outside. When these viruses come in, our immune cells react immediately, preventing them from proliferating and causing various effects. But the second thing is that these immune cells have another function for vascular cleaning. Our blood vessels play a role in transporting oxygen and nutrients to each cell, but they are also transport corridors for the various wastes that come out of them. Thus, blood vessels can get greatly damaged. So, if they are damaged, oil gets stuck in the open, damaged gaps. Also, platelets stick together, making the gaps bigger and bigger. If they get bigger, they become blood clots. If they block brain vessels and explode, it causes a stroke or cerebral hemorrhage. And if they block heart vessels, it causes chest pain and heart attacks. And if this inflammation continues to build up in the blood vessels, they get harder and harder, like rusty pipes. That's what we call atherosclerosis. This causes poor circulation because the vessels are less flexible. But these immune cells have the ability to clean up and remove the debris that are stuck in these vessels. That's why they're called scavenger cells or cleaning cells. So these immune cells play a very important role in blood vessels. But they have another very important role. They feed on cancer cells. Our bodies are actually made up of 60 trillion cells. Cells constantly die and regenerate over the course of a single day. Cancer cells go through hundreds to thousands of mutations within a single day. Immune cells passing by cancer cells that look like this would stop and say, "Oh, this one is different from normal cells," and eat the cancer cell. So immune cells play a very important role in the prevention and treatment of cancer. And cancer appears more easily in people who have lower immune function. So your immune function is important not only for eliminating germs and bacteria, but it's also important for your blood vessels in preventing cancer. That's what you should remember. There may be some inconvenient truths and some mistaken ideas about this very important topic of immunity. First, for diabetes, high blood pressure, and hyperlipidemia, how would immune function be in people with chronic diseases like this? Obviously, it'd be very low, especially in the case of diabetes, which produces a lot of inflammatory substances in our bodies. Also, for diseases like high blood pressure and hyperlipidemia, they make the blood vessels themselves worse. This leads to very poor immune function. On the other hand, these inflammatory substances that come out can prevent immune cells from working. Since these chronic and underlying diseases play a role in getting rid of immune functions, people with these diseases must pay extra attention to their immune functions. You must keep that in mind. And for those who say, "Isn't my immune function okay since I exercise a lot?" Your body and immune function doesn't necessarily get better with exercise. We only need an adequate amount of exercise. In particular, some people think they must exercise very hard. They do high-intensity exercise like lifting weights or spinning. Actually, that's more like labor than exercise. Over-exercising can result in muscle pain the next day, and it can actually lower your immune function. The amount of exercise we recommend for adult patients is aerobic exercise for about an hour a day, 3 times a week. You can consider this an adequate amount of exercise. Doing more than that doesn't improve your physical health or immunity. You need the right amount of exercise, especially the amount that's suitable for you, to get healthier. Next, young people think like this. At my young age, what's the big deal with immunity? They could be thinking along these lines. But young people can have lowered immune functions as well. Especially for young people these days, their living conditions and lifestyles may be worse. Their diets may be irregular as well. Thus, their immune function may be greatly lowered. Also, immune functions can fluctuate throughout the day. If our body temperature drops by even 1 degree, our immune function drops by 30 to 40%. So if it's even just slightly chilly during the night, you catch a cold the next day. Thus, immune function fluctuates greatly moment by moment. No matter how young you are, the more you overwork and tire your body out, the more your immune function is lowered. Next, in order to preserve their immune function, some people think they have to make their surroundings sparkling clean and spotless, but you don't have to be so clean. No matter how clean it is, there are germs, dust, and all that. In particular, we need to have contact with foreign substances and things like this from the outside to some extent, so our immune function can be active. So it's not right to say, my cleanliness will guarantee great immune function. Immune function involves a lot of other factors, in addition to the surrounding environment. So how long could you last living in a sterile environment? You won't. The immune function of someone living in a sterile environment is weakened because they are not exposed to others. So it's good to keep your environment clean to a certain extent, but that alone isn't enough for optimal immune function. Then there are people who think, I lack vitamin D. They think, if I get a lot of sun, I'll be able to improve my immune function. That's partially true. Especially these days, people expose only their faces during the winter season while also wearing sunscreen. Thus, they don't get enough sun exposure. Some people say that their vigilance about UV rays have led to an over-reduction in their sun exposure and vitamin D. But we only need a certain amount of sunshine. A few hours of sun exposure doesn't strengthen your immune function. Although vitamin D is partially involved in the body's metabolic processes or immune function, just getting an average of 15 to 20 minutes of sun every day will give you sufficient vitamin D. You can't consider just getting sun exposure as boosting your immune health. Then, what daily lifestyle can we adopt to boost our immune function? The very first thing I emphasize the most is stress. When you're stressed, your immune function is lowered right away. You get sick when you're really stressed out. You wrap your head in a towel and lie in bed for a week. If you lose your immune function due to stress, as I said before, germs come in and blood vessels get damaged. So it's very important to relieve stress. It's important not to stress yourself too much and engage in stress-relieving activities or positive thinking. Not getting too much stress is important. But the truth is that life itself is a series of stresses, and you can't live free of them, so you have to relieve it. And the easiest and most effective way is what? Exercise. I said that it's important to do the exercise that best suits you, right? If you do aerobic exercise and feel good, our bodies produce endorphins, and the happy hormone, serotonin, is released. Not only does it relieve stress, your body is also very light. Because you feel this lightness and a sense of happiness and well-being, it's extremely important to do some form of exercise. So make sure you do the exercise that best suits you. Then your diet is also extremely important. We actually know that there is a constant process of metabolism that creates debris in the body. We talk about free radicals or waste. There are bodily functions that eliminate waste, but they start weakening as you get older. As I mentioned earlier, your body may create a lot of waste as a result of stress or poor living conditions, regardless of youth. In order to relieve some of this, it's better to eat a lot of food that helps to remove antioxidants or waste from the body. The most typical examples of this are colored vegetables. Vegetables with colors of the rainbow are called anthocyanins or flavonoids. These things now appear purple, red, yellow, which contains some very good antioxidants. So it's great to eat these fresh, colorful vegetables. Also, if we cook this food, they taste good and are easily digestible. However, some of them are vitamins that we can get from fresh ingredients. In order to consume enzymes, don't overcook fresh, seasonal ingredients. It's good to just slightly blanch them or eat them raw. Because we can't produce a myriad of enzymes from these ingredients, to some extent, it's good to consume them. Next, we talk a lot about gut health in relation to our immunity. 70% of our immune cells are in the intestines. So, it improves bowel health, and one of the more important factors for improving bowel health is intestinal bacteria. It's very good to keep many helpful bacteria alive. That's why a lot of people are talking about probiotics. It's a great idea to take probiotics, which can increase the amount of these helpful bacteria. Next, you need to sleep well. Almost 90% of the hormones in your body come out during deep sleep. So regularly getting a good night's sleep is very important. That's how you can manage yourself well for the most important thing, which is your immune function. You have to block germs, keep your blood vessels healthy, and prevent cancer. So these things can be managed by maintaining your immune function. I hope that by listening to me today, you've gained an interest in your immune function and live a healthy life. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Ju Armstrong, a Diamond Master from Perth, Australia. I really enjoyed Director Nam Jae-hyun's lecture on the importance of our immune system, particularly in the current health environment where we're faced with the pandemic. It has never been more important and relevant to optimize our immune system so that the body has the ability to fight and be protected from the foreign pathogens which enter our body. Today, I'd like to introduce a few Atomy products like Hemohim and Hongsamdan, which are natural functional food that support our body so that we can enjoy our daily activities in good health. In the past, I have always taken the basic health supplements such as multivitamins and vitamin C from other network marketing companies and retail stores. When I was introduced to many of Atomy's functional food, I was very impressed with the fact that they were manufactured by a well-established company, Colmar B&H, Beauty and Health. I knew I could trust the quality of these products and was pleasantly surprised that they were very reasonably priced. By taking the foundational products such as Hemohim, probiotics and Alaska E omega-3, I have experienced an improvement in my general well-being. In addition to these products, I also take Hongsamdan and pomegranate jelly sticks because not only do they taste great, but also provide other health benefits. Among the many great products that Atomy has, I'd like to recommend the following 3 products: Hemohim, Hongsamdan, and pomegranate jelly sticks. These are the products that I take on a daily basis because I know that they keep me healthy, and if I'm feeling under the weather, I know I will bounce right back. Hemohim, as a flagship product of Atomy, was developed through 8 years of research from the Food and Biotechnological team of Korea Atomic Energy Research Institute as a national project. I'd like to now share with you some tips on how and when to take these products. Firstly, Hemohim. I take 1 sachet of Hemohim first thing in the morning on an empty stomach after drinking a glass of water. If your stomach is sensitive, then you could try taking it after a meal. If you're not used to the taste, then I would recommend a small glass of apple or orange juice to dilute the taste until you get used to it. My second sachet is usually taken during the day when my energy level gets a little low. Taking Hemohim helped me to recover my energy and improve my fatigue during the day. Secondly, Hongsamdan is another favorite product of mine that I enjoy as a hot beverage. You can just grab a cup of hot water and add a sachet of Hongsamdan, which will dissolve effortlessly. I sincerely hope that my sharing of how these products can benefit you in your busy daily life has intrigued you. Good fresh foods and healthy functional foods are an integral part of maintaining great health. I wish you all a happy and healthy new year. Thank you for listening. My name is Jill Armstrong, a Diamond Master from Perth, Australia.
Hi, my name is Pui Chu Tan, Sales Master from Perth, Western Australia. Soon after I started Atomy, using Atomy product in 2019, I became a big fan of Atomy. Knowing the quality of the product always exceed the price of the product, it gave me great joy and confidence to share Atomy with family and friends. As the unexpected COVID-19 situation continues, consumers are paying more attention to their health consumption. Today, it's my pleasure to share with you two of Atomy premium health products, the Atomy Alaska E Omega-3 and the pomegranate mixed fruit jelly. Firstly, omega-3 is not made in the human body, and hence we need to obtain it through our diet. In our modern lifestyle, more often than not, we have unhealthy eating habits, high protein and high fat diets, stress, lack of exercise, and alcohol consumption. This lifestyle plus aging cause inflammation in our body at every level. That is why we need to supplement it with omega-3. Omega-3 is an anti-inflammatory agent for the whole body, starting from the brain to the eyes, to the heart, to the joint, and also the skin. Having known the benefit and importance of omega-3 for our bodies, I supplemented it in my family's diet. Now, before Atomy Alaska E Omega-3, I used to purchase my omega-3 fish oil from an American-based company, a company that specializes in producing good quality omega-3 from small fish. But I stopped eventually because it was getting too expensive to access it. Then I tried sourcing from the local chemist, but I didn't like it because the capsules were huge and swallowing it was difficult, plus the fishy burps afterwards didn't make it a pleasant experience. In fact, I stopped taking it altogether. Now, let me share with you the difference of the Atomy Alaska E Omega-3. Firstly, Atomy Alaska E Omega-3 comes from wild-caught pollock fish from the pristine water of Alaska in the United States. Pollock belongs to the same family of cod, but is a much smaller fish. When sourcing for fish oil, it is important to look for oil that comes not from big fish because of the risk of mercury contamination. Pollock is a medium-sized fish, and using pollock also ensures sustainability. The oil production goes through a rigorous process. The oil is refined, co-extracted, distilled to remove fishy odor and taste, and then tested and filtered for impurities. Next, the Atomy Alaska E Omega-3 comes in small capsules, and 2 capsules gives 1100 mg, of which 700 mg is EPA and DHA combined. I have members who suffer joint and skin issues found great relief from using the Atomy Alaska E Omega-3. Personally, I noticed my dry eyes and joint health improve with the use of it. Next, I'd like to share one of my favorite healthy snacks. That is the Atomy pomegranate mixed fruit jelly. Do you know pomegranate is known as the divine fruit? Because it is one of the most mentioned fruit in the scripture and theological books. It is also considered as one of the healthiest fruit on earth because of its amazing properties. In fact, the pomegranate fruit has been used for thousands of years as medicine. Historical record shows the beauty from Middle East to China enjoying this fruit as part of their beauty regime. Pomegranate is very high in antioxidant because of the polyphenol in the fruit. It is a rich source of 3 types of antioxidant: tannin, anthocyanin, and ellagic acid. The fruit also helps in repairing, rejuvenating, and replenishing your skin in many ways. Now let's take a closer look at Atomy pomegranate mixed fruit jelly. This product has won many awards in Korea. Among them are the Korean World Class Product in 2012, the Prime Minister Technological Innovation Award in 2014, the Best Tasting Functional Food Award in 2015, and the Global Women Invention Tournament in 2015. Why is the Atomy mixed fruit jelly different? Firstly, only the highest quality pomegranate in Antalya, Turkey is used. Antalya is a city known for abundant sunshine, clean air from the Mediterranean Sea. Secondly, the ingredient in this jelly is manufactured using a patented 30-step method. The enzyme treatment and method increase the extract amount and also the ellagic acid, which is the main ingredient of this jelly. 2 packs of the pomegranate jelly, which is 30 grams, contain the amount of ellagic acid found in 800 grams of fresh pomegranate juice. That is almost 26 times more ellagic acid than the fresh pomegranate juice of the same amount. Next, 8 weeks of study done on women ranging from 25 to 60 years of age using the pomegranate concentrated resulted in higher moisture in the skin, less loss of moisture from the skin surface, and decreased amount of dead skin cells. On that note, I have personally experienced improvement in my skin. I used to have very dry skin on my legs. This is very obvious, especially in winter when I wear black tights. I can see white specks of dead skin on my black tie whenever I remove them. But since going on the pomegranate jelly, I've seen great reduction of that. Another study is done on women with menopausal symptoms using the pomegranate concentrate jelly. There was significant improvement in all after 8 weeks of taking pomegranate concentrate. Personally, I have recommended the pomegranate jelly to a friend who struggled with hot flushes. She would break out into sweat during a cold winter day, and she has found the Atomy pomegranate jelly has helped her to manage this, plus her mood swings. Lastly, the Atomy pomegranate jelly tastes great. That is why this jelly won the Best Tasting Functional Food Award in Korea. It comes conveniently packed and you can pop it into your handbag and carry it with you anywhere and enjoy it anytime. Here is a tip in summer. Chill the Atomy pomegranate mixed fruit jelly. It tastes even better cold. That's the end of my sharing, and thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Essie Lee, a Sharon Rose Master at Atomy Canada, and I'm the Center Manager of Markham Vision Center. Atomy is an online shopping mall, and what's important will be the products. For me, some years ago, a family friend introduced me to some of the products, and over the phone I told her, yes, I'm running low on, let's see, a toner, an eye cream. I think I need a facial cleanser. So she met me with a couple of boxes of skincare, and I brought them home. And to be frank, my expectation level was not that high. Why? I thought, okay, I'm a great friend supporting a friend who started a new business, but what I paid for those 2 boxes actually wasn't too far off from my budget that I had in my mind on my way there for those 3 products. And ladies, you know how much an eye cream usually costs, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. So when I came home, I put the kids to bed a little early that night, and I treated myself to this evening care 4 set. And she explained to me it as a spa at home experience, and it's wonderful. And it was. I had fun learning how to use it. I don't know if I got it right the first time, but I did my best to give myself a simple but very nice facial, and followed by the skincare 6 set, now the Fame. And I went to bed. It was the next morning that was pretty fun, because I woke up a little earlier that morning, and naturally I think I may have brushed my face off a little, and I startled myself so much to the point where I flicked the lights on. I woke up everybody. Why? Because I thought literally something may have dripped from the ceiling, because my face never feels moisturized or wet. It just doesn't. I am the extreme dry case when it comes to skin, especially with the forced air gas heating system in Canada. I'm used to in-floor heating. I'm Korean. So some bad winter nights, after putting on wonderful products that I used to enjoy, and still some nights I had to resort to Vaseline. I know it's not good for your pores, it clogs it, but I just couldn't deal with that sense of really dry, cracking, wrinkly sensation. So I'm just used to feeling my face, and usually a bit dry. I'll have the mist products going, that was usually me. But that morning, my face felt so wet. I had to wait a few hours for 9 a.m. at least. That's polite. To call someone that early, like 4 or 5 in the morning. So I waited till 9 a.m. on Sunday, and I called a family friend and I said, I don't know, this is really strange. Can you check the ingredients? Because I'm not really sure if it's right, because it feels wet. She said, you mean moisturize? I said, it feels wet. And she chuckled a little bit. She said, yeah. It's a normal response, she said. A lot of women are raving about this product. So she gave me some resources. I looked it up and I ran into some videos. She recommended a couple of videos made by the actual founder, a chairman, Hangil Park. And I have this really sweet gentleman, very passionate, lots of information. So on many levels, I was intrigued. But now that we're talking about products of Atomy, a few things sort of stayed with me. And he said, yes, this is a distribution company. And people mistake that concept and they make it very difficult to understand. But simply put, if you can source products that are wonderful, really good in quality, but you're able to bring down the price, people will rush in. And prestige sort of ties in with it. It's not a new word Atomy came up with. I know there's some skincare companies, they have that approach too. Mass plus prestige. So prestigious products for targeted or providing access to the mass public in terms of pricing. It's a really good products, but you can get your paws on them because they're affordable. So you can reach out to bigger audience, bigger clientele, I guess. So I get that, but it's easier said than done. I have distributed Korean products before. I tried for 6 months. Cell phone accessories, miserably failed. Well, still broke even with help of my friend who was the actual distributor in Korea and got me those products over here. But I quickly packed up after 6 months and I learned that distribution is not easy. It's easier said than done. Getting the price low, I just couldn't do it. My pocket wasn't deep enough. I wasn't ordering large quantity enough to get lowest price. So I quickly quit out of it. So that experience made me realize that how do they do it? And they had this story of Atomy toothbrush. We all know it's wonderful. Sell like every second it sells. And so there's track record right there. But why is it so special? Atomy didn't make that toothbrush. So what Atomy did is Mr. Park brushing his teeth like 1,000,000 times a day, he finally located, identified, this is the toothbrush that we're going to carry. And this company was selling to many, many other companies. So Atomy wasn't the only one, but if it was a few dollars a piece, maybe if you get in bulk, maybe like $2.5, $3 maybe a piece. That's how it used to go. PET plastic, very high quality. The plastic that you can, you don't have to worry about because it's going in your mouth, but it can't be manufactured with recycled plastic, and it's see-through, and it has this gold, nano gold, sprinkled bristles, so fancy. But if you can sell that for $1, how can you do it? I was deeply intrigued, and he told a story how he was able to go there and negotiate, because that's what he did for his past career for like almost 20 years, negotiating over cents, not dollars, cents, or real pennies. And he will go and tell the manufacturer, toothbrush manufacturer, say, hey, I want to sell this for about $1. And they chuckled and said, sorry, sir, that doesn't even cover a material cost. And what if I order like gazillions? And the manufacturer owner said, so chuckled again and said, thank you, sir, but no, the whole Korea doesn't sell off that many. So Mr. Park said, leave the sales to me. I'm making that purchase order right now. And then he came up with, I guess, almost half of that, the funds in cash. So what they can do is they're able to go and buy that PET plastic in bulk and so on. So they work together, and having that huge order it cuts down the unit price. That I know. And that's how he's able to sell this Atomy toothbrush at a price that me and you know. And that price used to not even cover the material cost for other retail price positioning. That blew my mind. That blew my mind. And I dug in and dug in and dug in. So the strategies is not only clever, it's he puts it like this: when same products over time, what happens? It's smaller, 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 right? But in Atomy, it's way out of your common sense, especially if it sells really well. The toothpaste becomes 180 to 200, and the toner becomes 100, 120, now it's 150. How does that happen when everything is going up? The minimum wage, everything is going up, because he says he sells so many and lives such little margin, he's able to do what he set out for, the distribution strategy, the fundamental idea of good distribution, sourcing the best products at the lowest price that you can think of. Actually, no, normal people cannot think of that concept whatsoever. So Atomy, when it comes to the product strategy, I think it's wonderful. And when people sort of complain, our products are already so big in quantity, so it lasts a long time. What about the turnaround? Doesn't it take longer to finish the toothpaste now? And Mr. Park said, see, we're also very generous, but we're very, very smart. So don't complain. This strategy is actually to have these consumers to enjoy more for less. At the same time, we're kicking out the future ever, even imaginable competitors, not even enter the water. As a distributor, I think it's great. As a mother and a consumer, I think it's fabulous. You're able to have access to a bottle of BB cream at a price as if you're placing an order of like 50 million bottles. Can you imagine? It's like going to the factory and say, hey, may I have a bottle of BB cream? They will not even open the door for you. But if you go to the store, you can buy for like $50, $80, a decent, good BB cream. But same manufacturer, even better. And then you order online on Atomy website and get it delivered to you. And BB cream in Canada, still $10 Canadian. Comar B&H, Comar made products that low, as if you're ordering 50 gazillion bottles, but you're ordering one. Does it intrigue you like it did me? Because that's how I started to become a smart consumer. So even if you're interested in other levels, other aspects of Atomy, I really, really challenge you, go try as many as products that Atomy carries. You'll be very first intrigued, you'll be very happy, because not only you look good, you will feel great. And I used to sell homes for many years, and now we have so much fun sharing Atomy, growing in Atomy. Now I'm a distributor, and I cannot think of any other way to share love. Because why? Not only it's feel good, look good aspect of it, I've seen lives changed, and this is just beyond awesome. So welcome to Atomy products, and I really am excited for you. If you have never tried anything, or if you're enjoying, then you have to go out there and say, hey, what are they bringing in this year, this month? Because before you even thought about it, Atomy did the research and did all the footwork and did their very best to bring you to at a very, very, very crazy low price that you can allow yourself to do more with life. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy Atomy as much as I do, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Wow, so much to share and learn in the world of Atomy. Thank you to the members who shared their wonderful presentation today. I hope this helps you start your journey with Atomy. At the end of each ABR session, a mission will be given to the participants to complete during the week. These missions are designed to help participants apply what they learn to their Atomy business. Let's take a look at today's ABR mission, everyone. We hope you have a great time completing these missions, and I hope you make the best of this experience. Well, that is all we have for episode 1 of the ABR program. I hope you enjoyed today's presentations, and we will see you at the next ABR session.